Regarding the Sanders side of the town hall this evening, the CNN skew on this was outrageous. The way the questions were phrased on the screen, the setups, etc. But the flip side of that is that they gave him some more space to respond. And that he responded very well. I think that the takeaway from this is going to make CNN look bad rather than work in taking Sanders down. I've never seen somebody manage to take the barrage and actually work it in his favor, and I expect that this performance will give him a bump. He's earning this, and it's paying off. And regarding the Clinton side of the town hall, they weren't easy on her either. And it's not like she demonstrated a lack of insight, it's just that I don't agree with her on point after point. The healthcare bit, for example, had me cringing, even as she demonstrated a strong understanding and made her points well. I just can't believe anybody really actually believes that markets can reduce prices. I will say this town hall makes it clear where they stand on the spectrum. It makes the choice that much easier, and I do expect that the bump goes to Bernie. But maybe there's some middling centrist patriotism lurking under the surface too. And that's really what I meant when I was saying that is this kind of, America is the capitalist, and this other guy's a socialist. That's really about the only thing that Clinton's got going for her at this point. This kind of faint, patriotic market type perspective. It's really hard to see who's voting for her, except for what used to be called liberal Republicans. And that's really what she wants to turn the Democratic Party into, really what her husband wanted to turn the Democratic Party into, and what Obama has nearly succeeded in turning the Democratic Party into, is a party of liberal Democrats, which on some level is fine. Sorry, a party of liberal Republicans, not liberal Democrats, but liberal Republicans, which on some level is fine if that's what that wants to be, but it means that they're not going to be able to control the mass of workers. They're reducing themselves to a party of, isolated urban people, the party of government workers. And it's a reflection of the failure of their policies. If their policies were working, maybe that's the most simplest argument, and perhaps the most effective one, right? If the policies that Clinton put in place, and in large measure Obama emulated or modified only slightly, if these policies were working, would Bernie Sanders exist? And so the mere existence of your opponent is a demonstration of the failure of your policies. But it's hard not to realize that when you're trapped in this bubble. Because it does work for government. It's just failed to work outside of government. And that's what this is, right? It's a referendum on whether you want the Democrats to be this party of liberal Republicans, of the upper middle class, successful, kind of this insular upper middle class bubble that exists in cities, and is largely based around government jobs. Or does it need to be a broader based coalition of liberals, of people with liberal social policies, but also that work in the private sector, right? Which of course is what all of these people would claim that they want. but their policies have not succeeded in allowing for that. Is there any particular reason? Well, they would tell you that there is, right? And it's a part of the problem. But like I say, it's maybe the simplest argument, but perhaps the most effective. Simple truth is that if Clinton's policies, or the policies that Clinton wants to carry on, if they actually worked, then Bernie Sanders would not exist. He couldn't exist, right?